Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan, and oh man, I've got a treat for you this evening. As many of you know, we got to see Glenn this past weekend, right? He's doing good. But he gave Joey his stock picks for 2026. I was going through the list, making sure he still got it. And he does, because two of them overlap with some of my stock picks going into 2026. So tonight's presentation, we will break down these two positions in the VectorVest software and see exactly why they are not only on my radar, but also Glenn's. And a heads up, tomorrow's presentation, I will go over all of Glenn's picks for 2026. And in the following days, I will get the rest of my picks for next year out. So if this is something that you're interested in, you want to start off 2026 on the right side of the market, let's get started. So not only am I going to show you our picks going into 2026, but I'm going to do the same thing I did with my three previous picks. Iron Limited, UAMY, US Antimony, and TSM, Taiwan Semiconductors. We can see the color guard right here. It's a simple color coordinated system. We're seeing red lights appear, right? And more importantly, the primary wave just went down. So these stocks, just like any other stocks, long-term investments, right? We're going to hold them throughout 2026. But before just jumping in these stocks all willy-nilly, we're going to take a look at both market timing and pivot point. So obviously the market's pulling back right now. So we're not just going to back up the truck and start putting these stocks in a portfolio. I have two portfolios for you, one for Glenn, one for myself. And honestly, I will take into consideration when it comes to enter in some of Glenn's stock picks. So that way we can get him the best prices over the next few weeks going into 2026. So without further ado, let's take a look at these two stocks. If you're an investor trying to find yourself on the right side of the market in 2026, well, there's no better time than take advantage of VectorVest holiday sale. 30 days access, just 99 cents. Just go to vectorvest.com/YT and act fast as this offer ends December 29th. All right, let's break down these two companies, Micron and Netflix. I will say I've been talking about Micron for quite some time. If I've helped you make in the market when it comes to this position, please hit the like button. Let me know in the comments section. I really like your feedback as well. If there's any major losers I put out there, put those in the comments section. We can do a video and see what happened with the trade and where discipline may have been important. So let's break down these two. First thing, Micron. Look at the value divided by price. Simply comparing price action to value. This is not a price target. This is just what we currently feel the stock is worth. Look at the ratio. Undervalued. Just looking down below, if I compare it to the industry that it's in, semiconductor manufacturing, look at that. Price 75, on average value 57. So it can be hard to find some value when it comes to semiconductors. Now, if we take a look at Netflix here, coming in at a ratio of 0.93, slightly overvalued right now. Currently trading $95. We value at $88. So just slightly above our valuation. Not horrible, but the stock was just close to $140 and is coming right to our valuation. We're going to keep that in mind as we go forward in this video. If I scroll over to the right, these proprietary indicators you see here, RV to CI, think 0 to 2 scale. It's an oscillator. Above 1 is favorable, below 1 is unfavorable. The further you get away from 1 speaks to the magnitude of that favor. Looking at our fundamental indicators, RV and RS, RV looks at long-term price appreciation potential compared to an alternative investment in a AAA corporate bond over the next 1 to 3 years. RS, relative safety, just an indicator of risk, right? So fundamentally, both these companies are sound. Now, as far as our technical indicator, RT relative timing, one in favor territory, one in unfavorable territory. So let's explain this a little bit. Micron, a little bit of a safer pick, right? Buy recommendation. Undervalued. When we get to the chart, there's a lot of things I like when it comes to that valuation. But as far as Netflix, look at that short-term price trend. Not in favor of the bulls, in favor of the bears, right? But that can be a good opportunity to be valued. And yes, I know about the Warner Brother deal. You know what? If they don't get it, who cares, right? And the reason why they may not want the deal is because there are already a lot of talks about antitrust, right? A monopoly. That's how good they are at their business. So I'm fine with it. If I scroll over to the right, sales growth rate, earnings growth rate, double digits, both categories for both of these companies. That's exactly why not only I, But Glenn wants these on your radar in 2026. So let's jump in the charts and see where the opportunities are when it comes to these two stocks. All right, first up is going to be Micron. And yes, I know about the earnings after the bell today. We'll see what happens. You know, before these AI bubble concerns really came into place because of Oracle and Broadcom, I was a little bit optimistic. The reason why in particular, and the reason why I would still be optimistic in this earnings call, look at the valuation here. Oracle and Broadcom were both overvalued going into earnings, right? This could be easily the savior alone when it comes to the stock, right? But hey, we're expecting a 10-point swing. So I'm going to give you a couple levels in the big picture I see here. Now, I am looking at the last 1 year, 9 months. You could see our valuation. The company was trading at a premium, but look at that valuation. Under 2 years, the valuation has gone from $33, a -1 growth rate, to now, look at the value, $397, approaching $400, and an earnings growth rate of 37%. Phenomenal turnaround story. Now, you see 2 lines here? Very important 2 lines. It's not the prettiest, but look at this little formation here. Looks like we got a little bit of a cup, right? A little bit of a handle. Look at the breakout. The trade formation came to fruition. I've talked about this a couple times over the last few weeks. If you missed the video, I'm going to show you again. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button because this is something that's really going to help you going forward. And not only this position, but if you don't already know, a lot of chart patterns move in a symmetrical manner. So if I just use a freehand line, take the bottom of this cup right up to the top, place it right on top of the handle here. Look where that line takes us. Do you see where that line takes us? I'll use a freehand line right at both highs, right? So the chart pattern has come to fruition. But one thing that has my concern, especially if the market really starts to sell off, we never really retested these levels, right? I know those levels are down, what, 169 here. This stock has had big pullbacks before. Just over this time period, look here, 150 down to just $61.54. So stay disciplined in case this stock does retrace quite a bit. Have a plan in place, right? That being said, I do see some optimism and some buying opportunities going forward in 2026 with this position. So let me get rid of this. Now that you've seen the chart pattern, let's zoom into a 1 year time span. And from here, let's check off RT, relative timing. This gives us a sense if the trend is in favor of the bulls or the bears. You can see the RT indicator doing a great job of getting people into this trade as early as $85 to RT coming in at 1.04. You can see the phenomenal move in that position as RT continues to climb, showing that momentum. However, just as before, we did get a dip below RT for 1 day here. But right now, I do see some concerns, and my biggest concern is if we take out this prior swing low in RT at 1.23. Currently, RT sits at 1.32. So if we do get some good optimism from this earnings call, that could salvage this RT, and especially if the market is expecting a close to 9 to 10% move in this position by the end of the week, that could definitely put that RT in more favorable territory. Now, if the earnings call doesn't work out too well, think about it, we're looking at a 10-point swing. If I zoom into a 3-month time span, roughly 10% of $227 is $23. If we subtract 23 from this, this will put us around 204, right? So let's take a look at the prior swing low. The prior swing low comes in at 192. That's the low I want to hold going forward. Now, the stock has had a run for quite some time here, so I wouldn't be surprised if a little bit of a breather here, which the stock has been doing over the last several weeks. But look at the value continue to climb. And when I add some of our other fundamental indicators here, such as forecasted earnings per share, nice steady stair-step fashion, lower left, upper right. And if I check off the growth rate, so we can see that historically, it has increased from 36%, now closing at 37%. So it is higher than it was 6 months ago. As far as some short-term optimism when it comes to technical analysis, taking a look at the 50-day moving average of price, historically seen as a pretty good level of support here. If I zoom into a 6-month time period, you can see consolidation right around that 50-day moving average as well. The last pivot was off of this point. So if we do get some optimism from this evening's earnings call, this would be a nice pivot from that 50-day moving average once again. Otherwise, and if the bears take charge after earnings call and we break that 50-day moving average, that will show some weakness in the price trend at these levels. So with that information in hand, let's jump over to Netflix and see if there's any opportunities when it comes to that position. Starting off with a simple approach when it comes to Netflix, this is the big picture here. A trend line starting over 2 years ago. You can see 1, 2 touches on this trend line. Price action staying above that trend line for over 2 years. However, just recently broke the mark. Now, if I use our valuation indicator here, you can see Netflix always trading at a premium historically. And in 2025, that premium bubble coming to a burst. Price action, steep sell-off. But guess what? Opportunities might be on the horizon. Now price action approaching a fair valuation, coming in at $88, currently at 69 cents. But look at value, nice steady stair-step fashion, lower left, upper right, and value continuing to climb over the last few weeks here. Do you see the pressure when it comes to price action here as well? Well below the 200-day moving average. So you can see that's not going to be a level to look for support. So with the trend line broken and we're well below the 200-day moving average, I'm looking for pivot points. Right now, we're in the first zone, right between $91 and around $96. You see price action consolidating within that zone. Now, my next zone, in case the market does pull back a little bit steeper, taking Netflix with it, is going to be around $83 to $77. The good thing about this zone, yes, it's greedy, but I might just get lucky. We would get Netflix undervalued if that were to happen. And look, that hasn't happened in quite some time here. So that would be a nice opportunity in 2026, getting into Netflix at a great value. And let's take a look at some of our other proprietary indicators. Just make sure that value can continue to climb. First thing I'm going to take a look at is growth rate and earnings. We can see the growth rate and earnings here started out at just 16%, wrapping up at 21%. In addition, if we take a look at sales growth rate, also on the rise, going back almost 2 years. Sales growth rate was at 8%, now entering double-digit territory at 19%. So you see exactly why not only myself, but Glenn wanted to put this stock on your radar going into 2026. And yes, there's currently a sell recommendation. We broke the trend line, so have discipline. Trade the chart, not your heart. Let the trade come to you. Hope everyone enjoyed this presentation. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new and stuck around, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys tomorrow evening. Good night.